Hello, this is Padge and welcome back to another episode of Padge Plays YOLO Edition with the game Orion Trail. We are currently through about halfway of Mission 5, and at the very end of the last episode we took a hell of a beating on our hull. We actually took 3 damage, which has taken us into condition red with a cracked screen. Stuff's on fire in general, which is never good, and we're smoking, although I don't know how plumes of smoke would come out in space because of their, you know, not being any sort of air. It's a vacuum. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a vacuum. So smoke would not plume and sparks would not fly. At least that's my working of it. I'm no scientist. I don't know. I'm just the captain. I've got a science officer to deal with all that shit. I'm just here doing my thing, sitting in my chair, wiggling my toes, watching everyone be set on fire around me, which is, you know, that's the captain's job to a T, I guess. So without further ado, we need to crack on. We obviously need to focus on gaining some hull, fuel, and crew. Food is all right for the time being, although if we take a major hit on that, we're pretty scuppered. What I'm trying to say is I think this is going to be our last episode. And with all that being said, what we're going to do, we're going to look at the Class X Dwarf Star, which we're not sure what it's covering, or the asteroid belt for food. What's that up there? That's food as well. So we're probably best going to the asteroid belt and taking it from there. I mean, what's the threat of the other two? Either way, we're going to be collared here. I suppose if we do the dwarf star and then go to the planet, we might be able to pick up some sort of stats from there. I've got a funny feeling the game might just sort of drag this out a little and maybe give us something randomly for free some time down the line before I die. A space vortex opens up in front of you. Your ship's sensors detect an unknown object is emerging from it, headed right your way. So you can assume a defensive posture, immediately fly into the vortex, or prepare to make contact with whatever is coming. It's going to be diplomacy. Let's go say hello, I guess. You practice your universal greetings. Put out all hors d'oeuvres and prepare to receive visitors. That's not bad. It's not bad. Last episode we weren't doing so well on the rolls. I feel this episode is going to be made up to us. An alien emergencies. An alien emerges, but is killed in a tragic transporter accident aboard your ship. You hurriedly craft a replica made from ham, vegetables, and spaghetti. You beam the alien to its shuttle and evacuate the area before the ruse is discovered. So, wow, we've had a tiny hit on food, but our bravado's gone up loads. That was fantastic. That was like super duper good. We're pretty viable in most stats now. That's awesome. Cool. Alright, so what to do now? On to planet detected, I guess, and see what we can do with all this. And now we're out of fuel. Alright, well, here we go. SOS. Come on. Urzan Long Hauler. And Urzan hails you and explains that she'll trade you 100 fuel for some of your Nutri-Paste. She claims to have miscalculated how much she needed for the cargo hibernation leg of her long journey. How much, though? It doesn't tell you. 30, that's fine. After the transaction is complete, the Urzan sleepily thanks you and heads back to her cryopod. Cool. Not ideal. Not ideal, but we're still alive. Relaxation time. And we don't have enough red shirts. As you approach the baby blue planet, you are overwhelmed by its aura of tranquility, beauty, and overpriced luxury. There can be no doubt. This is the legendary resort planet Bahama Maker 7. Your officers make their best puppy dog eyes. Alright, let's go down to the beach. I think we need it. We're not doing well here. So, who do I want to take with us? Who has the most stats? We've got Psycho Monkey with 211. We've got Lebowski with 21. And we've got Mike Fluff, 1111. I think we're going to have to take Psycho Monkey. Diplomacy tends to be well used, I think. So, Psycho Monkey, let's do this. Checking in. The away team beams into Bahama Maker's lobby and it's packed. This place is even more popular than they imagined. Other than someone crying by the concierge, everyone here seems super excited. Do we check on why they're crying? That doesn't seem like a good idea in general. You know what? Curiosity killed the crew, so let's do it. Psycho Monkey's sighs as you tell them to investigate the commotion. Maybe the team can help. It appears someone is having trouble checking in. Well, everyone deserves to have a nice vacay. Oh no, it's the Kapalka. Who's the Kapalka? I feel like I should know who the Kapalka is. The Kapalka, the slug-like, constantly inebriated intergalactic mooch, is slumped against the concierge desk. The resort staff watch in horror. You hast left me in, he sobs. I've been looking forward to all this. Oh, yeah. So we can get him out of here, let him use your couch, or help him out. Either way, we need food and fuel, so help him out, I guess. It's where our stats lie. This scene that the Kapalka's making is uncomfortable for everybody. You order Psycho Monkey to resolve the issue. If the Kapalka can just get into a room, he will stop whining and it will be easier to pretend he doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm all for that. Anything for an easy life. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. Easier for you to pretend he doesn't exist, the concierge responds bitterly. Last time this thing was here, we spent weeks cleaning the gunk out of his room. A couple of crew are so ashamed of their selfishness that they implode. Oh, that's never good. Who do we lose? Ah, the interesting aliens. This room is the epitome of luxury, one loud neighbour. It opens to a view of the ocean and the bed is made out of warp weasel fur. The room even pulses in hypnotic rhythm. No, wait. That's the neighbouring room playing music very, very loudly. So do we confront the neighbour or inform resort management? I think we should probably inform resort management. If we confront, we're going to need tactics and attack, which we don't have. Psycho Monkey is on vacation. They shouldn't have to deal with stuff like this. They march off to the staff quarters. With a big enough fuss, surely they can find someone else to deal with the problem. After the team explains the situation, management informs the team that the offending neighbour is none other than the evil space DJ, Eldred, making this a precarious situation. Oh dear. So we can submit a sound decibel analysis, throw a tantrum, or ask what Eldred to be moved. We'll do that. You just want the annoying music to stop so your away team can sleep. Perhaps the best way is to get Eldred moved to a different room. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. That's good. Oh. That's tolerable. Tolerable. Eldred gets moved. Your away team is so happy, they throw a party in the room to celebrate. Vero the Vexing, inebriated and dancing around with a lampshade on their head, falls over the balcony. Oh dear. Who are you, Vero? Ah, the big one's gone. In the morning, everything becomes clear. The team arrived in Bahama Maker 7 at the same time as the annual Evil Con, a gathering of the galaxy's villains, from the dangerous and cunning to the downright incompetent. This could complicate things. So do you want to check out the Evil Expo or play some volleyball? You know what? We're on holiday. I just want to chill out and throw a ball around on the beach. I'm going to play some volleyball. Complication, schmonkplication. You sent Psycho Monkey here to vacation. So Psycho Monkey, better vacation. Go out to the beach or something. Get some sun. Play some volleyball. Boom. Beach ball. At the beachside volleyball court, Planetary, the space pirate, leads one team, while the Guru of Goodwill, the subversive space hippie, leads the other. There are lots of open spots for anyone who wants to participate. What will the away team do? So we can referee, spectate, or split the away team up. We're going to referee. That's how we do. That's what the Galaxy Force is. We're Galaxy referees, making sure everything's fair and equal in the galaxy. Or at least that's what we try and do. You see, this is a real opportunity in order for Psycho Monkey to referee the game between Planetary's space pirates and the Guru of Goodwill's happy hippies. Game on. Alright, game on indeed. We are outnumbered now. That is a quick spin though. We might be able to get... No. Right, so Psycho Monkey confuses the rules of volleyball with the rules of dodgeball. Things get pretty intense and a couple of your nearby crew members are fatally injured by stray 88 miles per hour volleyballs. Oopsie. Well, at least Pepperhead's still alive. I don't know who you are. I'm an Orom, maybe. I'm guessing. At a lunch buffet catered by the Underbaker, a tall black man in a makeshift villain costume piles crumpets on a plate. It's your friend Sergeant Desmond Popo of the Space Police, undercover at EvilCon. That outfit is so bad. He needs help. So, let us ask for recipes. It's a simple plan. Psycho Monkey will distract the Underbaker by asking for the buffet recipes, and the rest of the team will get Sergeant Popo to safety. I'm not even going to bother saying anything. I expect to fail at every point from here on in. Yeah, that's about right. I share my secrets with no one, bellows the Underbaker, his loud voice shattering the sneeze guard. Glass flies everywhere, killing several crew. Sheesh, dude. Keep your fancy schmancy recipes then. And that is our last 2 crew gone. Well, the away team survived, by some measure, morning shenanigans and an eventful lunch. And according to the pamphlet Psycho Monkey picked up, the resort has organised several activities for the evening. Neat. So we can go to the Space Lounge, or we can go and play Dungeons and Dragons with an Invarial, or we can leave. I mean, we got no crew. This isn't good. This isn't good. Do we risk Psycho Monkey? You know what? We're gonna risk him. I've got a feeling this is gonna be our turn. So Invarial, the Astromancer, is hosting a tabletop role-playing game. You can't think of anything more exciting than having an actual space wizard as a game master. You order Psycho Monkey to get their roleplay on. Invarial makes room for Psycho Monkey to join the game, sitting between Evelyn Kang and Arknak the Unfashionable. Well then, the Astromancer bellows. We are beginning the campaign. Which character class will you pay? Well, it's going to have to be diplomacy, of course. Arnak grumbles. Oh, my life. Arnak grumbles about not needing any fancy healing and says having a religious healer is such a fashionable thing to do. Everyone agrees Arknak tying his objections to his fashion-hating philosophy is a stretch, so he drops the point. I mean, do I even bother? Well, I mean, alright. It's either a critical success or a critical fail. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. In the middle of the game, a wildly ricocheting dice wounds several of the away team. Psycho Monkey uses their best healing spells, but the 19-name roll isn't enough for the spells to have any effect on real-life injuries. Ouch. Apparently it's a tradition for all the villains to try to destroy each other. None of them ever die, of course, though bystanders do. The away team needs to side with one of them in order to avoid being those bystanders, but who? So we go for Instructor Backstar, General Evelyn Kang, or the Underbaker. Come on, Underbaker. Before Psycho Monkey can act, they find themselves in a goopy embrace. Hey, buddy, a slurred voice says. I'm here to help. Great. Looks like Kapalka is your ally, whether you like it or not. Alright, well, it can't be any worse than last time. Yeah, that's right. We've lost our first officer. The Kapalka leers back and emits a deep, horrible belch. The fumes from the belch are so awful that they overcome everyone close to him, including Psycho Monkey and some of the crew. Psycho Monkey dealt with the wrong devil. I am sincerely apologetic, Psycho Monkey. Every roll just wasn't going our way. I think, this, as I said, this is just going to be a slow decline into destruction. With that being said, though, we could do with some fuel, and our threat level is low here, so off to the Class G star, I guess. One of your ensigns, or ensign, is it ensign or ensign? I think we should really address that, since this will be, inevitably, the last episode of this game. Is it ensign? That's how I would say it, ensign, or ensign. You hear ensign a lot. I don't know. One of your ensigns has been reading too much metaphysical philosophy. They have started wondering loudly if they really exist, or if maybe only they exist and everyone else is a figment of their imagination. It's freaking everyone out. So, we can't do the chair because we don't have the crew. So we have to risk what we have. So with that being said, I'm probably best doing tactics and hiring a therapist because we either win fuel or lose fuel. You made the right choice in calling me, the psychiatrist says as she heads to the ensign's quarters. The only real way to deal with philosophy is with good therapy. All right, well, you're the professional. Yeah, okay. Seems to work. Is this some sort of joke? The psychiatrist says when she returns 15 minutes later. You sent me to a storage closet. Sure enough, there's nothing in the ensign's quarters but a bunch of fuel canisters. Guess they really didn't exist. Oh. How do we lose a crew when we don't have any? Well, it didn't kill us, so I'm not going to question it too much. Then we've got asteroid belt or class B star. That for crew, I guess. Could do with some food as well. Galactic war zone. You made it to the vast and perilous Vesper Nebula. An endless battle between the Takotians, a chili powder people, and the Oculoids, a minor eyeball squid federation, rages across the nebula. So we can assault the failing Oculoid lines, we can try to negotiate a ceasefire, or we can pass behind Takoshan lines. We're going to pass behind the lines, I think. Hull will get hit. Is that better than losing food? I'm going to go for stats. So we've got most in tactics. Let's do it. You set a safe course behind the Takoshan lines since they seem to have the advantage. Come on. For the last roll, possibly of the game. Of course. Of course. Oh, that's it. Bad call, Captain. The Oculoids rally, pushing the Takoshans back. Soon the squids are upon you, flailing and dousing your ship with irradiated ink. The deadly ichor breaches the hull and gets literally everywhere. Your custodian is unhappy. And that's 3 hull off, so I think that might be us booming. Indeed. Padge, the indestructible 2. Not that indestructible. And there we go. Mission failed. It was bound to happen sooner or later. Alas, Padge, your journey has come to an end. The gates of McFadden is a dangerous place. So do not be discouraged. You have been posthumously awarded the title Incredibly Dead. Indeed, incredibly dead. And that's it. That is the Orion Trail for you. As you can see, we can play again. But as far as a YOLO mini-series is concerned, let's face it, this is 10 episodes now. I think we did all right. So there you go. It's an interesting game. There aren't probably, if I was going to be critical, there's probably not enough stories to cover several playthroughs. Even in just this singular playthrough, we came across a lot of encounters several times, which is a little disappointing. It'd be nice to think that those could have been added on in further updates, but no doubt the developers have gone on to new and shinier things now. But I think it's, if you can pick this game up cheap, it's a fun game to play. You get to put in your friends or family or enemies, however you roll, and it's all very light-hearted, and it'd be interesting to see how far you can get in one playthrough. So there we go. So next time around, it's probably going to be a retro edition or an indie edition, just something to mix it up. Really, I'm a little bit sick of of YOLO editions at the moment. So yeah, it'll be something different next time around, but that will be next time around. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.